better strikers. We can't wait for them. This is a tournament.
There's no time. A year from now, we're talking about 20.
No, let me do a different dimension to it. This is an opportunity to see some of these players. We've not seen them before at this stage. If we are not,
who is the player that we have not seen before?
No, I'm not saying. Of course, we had 11 players who were not part of this team that won the Nations Cup. So when you say rebuilding, we give other players an opportunity. Now they've had their own opportunity.
Yeah, but then I understand the point that you are making, because a national team is in a constant state of being rebuilt. Is every time
even Brazil, they are still rebuilding.
Every time you are bringing a better player,
there must be standard.
But at the same time,
there must be standard. If a striker plays 4 matches and he makes only one feeble attempt at goal, then it's scandalous. It's scandalous. It's scandalous.
But clearly, we need to sort out our attack.
But please, let somebody tell Ife whenever he goes forward, because the second goal, look at the opening.
It was a counter. It was
a counter, but no, it was a counter. It was a counter, but look at the position of Ife. Musa lost the ball. Musa lost the ball. Look at the position of Musa that lost the ball. Look at where Ife was.
That was not the first time. That was not the first time. Ife will be strolling back, after overlapping.
Okay.
He strolls back after overlapping, and if you are playing against an intelligent team,
the Uruguayans,
they will take advantage of that.
And that was what they did.
That was what Tony, I've told you that in each position we need 2 good players.
So that back up to the main guy, so that he's on his toes.
Yes, that is it. Because when you are complacent, when you know that whether they like it or not, I'll be in the team. You'll be complacent. And if anything happens to one of them, and you see the coaches holding emergency meeting on the bench, because there is no replacement. That is the issue. So we need, for each position, we need 2 good players.
A good backup.
And
that is as good as the man on the field.
We have done it before, Tony. In 94, Iroha was there, Emenalo was there. As good as the team were, even Okocha couldn't make the team.
Keshi, Chidinwanu.
Absolutely.
Plenty of options.
So
Plenty.
If we are rebuilding, that is the aspect I want them to focus on. Get 2 players, for each position.
Strength in depth.
Absolutely.
Strength in depth. Okay, I think we've picked up a few lessons from that, and I hope that Nigeria can continue to build on this success. Well, we still have one more game to play, and I'm happy it will be against world champion Spain. Let's see how these boys will cope against Spain. Let them pick few lessons from Spain as well, and be tested, be toughened by Spain. Clearly for me, I don't think we'll get into the semis of the Confederations Cup. If it happens, it's going to be a bonus, but I think what is left for us now is to pick a few lessons and then build a stronger national team. Talking about building and learning, Spain taught us a few lessons, even without playing us. They rested their top guys and took on Tahiti with their second. Anyway, some people have argued,
as good as the
people have argued that is there a second team in Spain. Everybody is of equal quality, as you said. Strength in depth. Those on the bench are as good as those on the field, and they did that against Tahiti yesterday. 10-0.
Like you did that wonderful mathematics. For every 10 minutes they score.
One goal every 10 minutes.
10 minutes. So looking at that Spanish team, you can't say, because when people say second string team, what is the second string team? Look at the play. When the coach is making a substitution, he doesn't think twice. You come in, you come out.
Absolutely.
That is what a team is all about, not the second string team.
Not like when the coach
looks at the bench and said, ask his assistant, who do I?
They will hold emergency meeting.
Can they do it? So I think I want to agree with him on this. What you said. When you are making a change, it's either to make your team stronger. Or maintain. Maybe due to tiredness, you want to maintain the momentum with which you were playing.
The bigs, supposedly big boys that played in the first game, but the second game, you have one person score 4 goals, hat-trick, and a couple of braces.
But in the case where you make a change and the level drops, and the team becomes worse off than they were,
it's either your opponent became stronger.
Advantage.
That's just the beauty of it.
Okay, let's take it to that game. Spain against Tahiti. 10 goals, and it was just like a training game. The Spaniards did not even break a sweat. They were just passing the ball into the net. Let's allow you to see a few of those goals, and then we'll come back for more on Sports Tonight.
A fantastic reception for both sets of players as they take to the pitch at the Maracanã for this group. Lemaire. Spain in red, ranked in the world. And you can hear straight away the trying to drop back and help out their defensive colleagues as much as possible. Opening goal for Spain, and it really didn't take too long. Just 4 minutes and 6 seconds, and Fernando Torres has put Spain in. They have won early. Torres with the shot. Look at the way that Roche dives here. Doesn't really commit himself one way or the other. Looking to get a shot away. Oh, lovely. That's terrific. And the second goal for Spain. David Silva. 7 minutes between them. Terrific angle pass. And all. Torres is through. Roche comes out to try and get there. Torres with the touch. It will be a third for Spain. Fernando Torres. Two goals in quick succession. And is that the opening of the floodgates as far as Tahiti are concerned? Good pace there from Torres. Roche commits himself. Torres had support, didn't use it, and didn't need to. Two goals for Fernando Torres, one for David Silva. Monreal just needs a good pass, and Spain are away. Three in the middle. Goal number 4, David Villa. Well, it was somewhat inevitable, really, that Spain's all-time top scorer was going to find the back of the net today. That is 54th goal of the campaign in his nation's shirt. Fantastic goal-scoring record. 54 goals in 90 Spanish appearances. But it was always odds on there that Spain were going to score. They're going to take on Aitumai. Back towards Torres. It is number 10, David Silva. Jesus Navas with the ball across. The little touch from Torres. And David Silva applies the finishing touch. And Spain do reach double figures in the Maracanã.
Yeah, double figures. 10-0. It ended in favor of world champions Spain. Gentlemen, the tournament is now gathering momentum because the boys are being separated from the men. Tomorrow we'll be concluding the games in Group A. And it will be the fixtures for tomorrow: Italy against Brazil to see who tops the group, and then Japan against Mexico. Both teams mainly playing for pride.
Of course, the attention will be Italy, Brazil. Even before the tournament started, everybody's attention, everybody wanted to see that game. Because of the players, the quality of players involved. In Italy, everybody wants to see Pirlo. Brazil want to see Neymar. That is how, football is. Fans go to the stadium to see certain players. And these players have lived up to expectation. We just pray that one day we'll get, this kind of players in the Eagles.
We are getting them gradually.
Okay, Tony.
The Omeros of this world, the Babonos of this world.
We're talking of playmakers.
Onazis of
players who can turn the game around,
who can
switch.
We are getting there. We are getting there. We will get there.
Mikel is a fan delight.
Yeah.
Whether I like it or not. Whether I like it or not. But
before we close this discussion on the Confederations Cup, let's look at the negative side of it. Today, initially there were reports in the local media in Brazil that the tournament could be cancelled because there are a lot of concerns. Over 1 million Brazilians are protesting. Buildings are being burned. There's a lot of fighting going on. In fact, there were reports at some point that a fan was killed in one of the riots, although it's been denied in some quarters. And FIFA has also come out to say, no matter what happens, Confederations Cup will go on.
Well, this is not a full-blown war, but you know, protests of this nature, you just have to look for ways to manage them so that it doesn't get close to where some of these games have been played. Because the lives of players